Hola meets amigos impossible. Amigos, my name is Tam316 and welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 182. It is Sunday or maybe Saturday if you're watching this daily on Patreon. Shout out to all the patrons who have the option to watch these as well as the reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more, and get your name in a video description as well. Regardless what day you're watching this on though, let's go ahead and read some comments. At one time, Noel Edmonds had a prank show on his show House Party, very similar to Beatles. My dream was for a Beatle prank to go badly wrong, so badly wrong that police were involved and Beatle gets arrested, only for it to be revealed that the arresting officer was Noel Edmonds and two production teams had colluded to prank Beatle. I'm not sure his ego would have allowed him to see the funny side, however. That sounds hilarious, but that's not the first time I've heard that last sentence, so what's up with that? Did he have an ego about him or something? I remember a Beatle where they made a replica of a guy's cherished guitar and destroyed it in front of him. When Beatle turned up, the guy left him and had to be dragged off. I guess I could understand that reaction, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just a prank, bro. Hope by now you're feeling better, Noah. You know, it's funny, I feel normal except for I still have a slight cough. I looked it up and apparently the cough, especially with this new variant, which is very active in the state I'm in, can linger for a bit. So, I mean, I've tested negative like over a week ago and I've still got this cough, so I do wonder how long it's gonna linger. But other than that, yeah, I'm good. You should watch a live episode of Inside Number 9 Deadline. You know, fun fact about that, and it's a story I don't think I've told. Way back a long time ago, I think it may have been 2018, when I was going to react to Inside Number 9 for the first time, I believe Rob sent me 2 episodes. He sent me 12 Days of Christine, and he sent me Deadline. And I decided to choose between those two to react to. I don't remember how I made that choice because I was told not to look up anything about any of them because it would spoil them. I don't remember how I made the choice. I may have flipped a coin, but I went with 12 Days of Christine. As a result of that, though, I still have the copy of Deadline, so it's possible I could do it in the future. Yep, Catherine Tate's portrayal was very Marmite in Doctor Who because a lot of people thought her annoying throughout the whole episode. I personally think she's great and it's a shame Donna rejected Doctor's offer. I thought she was great too. I mean, I can understand that reaction because she is pretty annoying at first, but you could argue that her reaction was, you know, a reaction a lot of people would have if they were abducted by a space alien, you know? So, and she had great character development in just 40 minutes, and you really felt bad for her for how much she got fucked over. So, yeah, I liked her portrayal a lot. Nick Briggs, who voiced the Daleks in Cyberman, also voiced the Jadoon, so in a way you were half right in thinking those ships and Smith and Jones would include the aforementioned baddies. How many villains does he voice? Does he just do everything? I hope they paid that man well. I like the full season concept that you did the young ones. Good move, gives me a chance to binge watch on days like today when I'm off work sick. I'd love you to finish the League of Gentlemen this way. Hopefully you're open to it despite a certain character at start series 2 you're wary of. Yeah, I've heard about that. There's so many I could do with this concept. I've already got so many ideas. I could do Blackadder with this, which I probably will. I'm actually, you know, I was thinking about starting Ashes to Ashes next month. I had originally said that in the monthly plans. But now I'm thinking, why not just use this format to do Ashes to Ashes? Like, just do the full season of Ashes to Ashes in one go, you know? I feel like I might do that instead. In fact, that might end up being what I do. Thanks, I've watched all these Young Ones episodes. What do you think of the show? I like it, but it's not to everyone's taste. You can see and appreciate how original and different this was 40 years ago when it came out. I really loved the show. It was a great time. There's one thing, I guess, because I forgot to talk about this before, I'll give this slight critique. I think the show was always solid, pretty much, when they focused on the 4 main characters. When they kept with the boys, I think it was incredibly solid. However, and this is not counting the musical acts, by the way, but sometimes when it ranged off into random bullshit, the random bullshit, in my opinion, was very hit or miss. And I get that was the point for it to be, you know, just random and wacky, but I think the random bullshit at times was hit or miss. Sometimes it was like a really funny segment out of nowhere, and other times it's like, all right, wait, what are we doing? Yeah, so I think that portion of the show was a bit hit or miss, but from an overall standpoint, I very much enjoyed it. Could you do this for episodes 2 to 7 of LOLO? It's been almost 2 years since you did a pilot episode. Yeah, I might as well just rewatch the pilot at this point. But yeah, like I said, There's so many shows that I could do this pilot for. I've already started another one, which if you want to go see on Patreon, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've mentioned it before, so that might be a spoiler. That I'm starting that on Patreon, and that will be completed probably over the next month. The reason why I didn't have the band in last episode of The Young Ones is exactly what you said. It was a Lion Tamer. It's because it wasn't the song, but the Lion Tamer is a variety act. Oh, okay, so it didn't necessarily have to be musical, just a variety act. Well, fair enough. Since Peter Kay is reviving some of his stuff like Max and Patty, hopefully we can get another series of Cradle to Grave as well. Well, a couple things. One, is that confirmed? I've heard those rumors for years about Max and Patty, but I'm not sure if he's ever actually confirmed it. I hope it happens. It'd be great if it did. Another thing, I don't think Cradle to Grave will ever be revived for two reasons. One, the show's been off air for like 7 years now, and the kids that were playing teenagers are probably too old at this point, so even if they brought it back, it would be like, do we recast them, or like, what do we do? Second off, I believe, I don't think Peter Kay wrote this show, so I think it's one of the few things he didn't write, so I don't think he has much control about bringing it back. And third off, as I mentioned before, Danny Baker's been fired by the BBC, so unfortunately, I think even if Peter does return to television, I think it's too late for Cradle to Grave. I love Cradle to Grave when it was on, kind of forgot, never got another series. I think it's the only thing Peter was in that he didn't write, except maybe Coronation Street once or twice. Who else has done that? Has been in like written almost everything he's been. There's probably a lot of people, but there was someone else that I've seen, like Chris Morris. That's who I'm trying to think of. Chris Morris has written pretty much everything he's been in, I think, except for IT Crowd. Enjoyed Cradle to Grave, new to me. Peter's Cockney accent is a bit off, though. Fair, saw a lot of comments on that saying his accent was off. To be fair, I am not the kind of person who can judge that. I would personally have no clue. Rick Mail had his last role in Man Down, a show I think you would love. It's like a grown-up Mr. Bean with a bit of in-betweeners thrown in, not because of Greg Davies, but his character is so desperate and completely inept at everything. Yeah, I've read about that. Apparently he was supposed to be in more of it than he was, but then he died, unfortunately. That's the show I checked earlier. I can't put it on YouTube, but I can maybe add that to the list of one series per go-around shows, like full series per go-around. By the way, one more thing I want to say about this, about the whole series concept that I did with the Young Ones, and we'll do future stuff. I'm mainly looking to do that on stuff I can't put on YouTube. That's mainly the point of it, to get more episodes done of stuff I can't put on YouTube at once. Is it just me, or did that breakfast Eddie was frying in bottom look absolutely delicious? It did, actually. I'd eat that. Trivia, 5 of the 6 male gladiators' real names were all the same. Saracen, Wolf, Warrior, and Cobra were all called Mike. No shit. Wow. So to avoid confusion, they would call each other by their gladiator names. That's hilarious, actually. Number 2, I met Waniger in Romford this year. Earlier this year, he competed in the 24-hour rowathon. 24-hour rowathon, holy shit. And he says there's something in the pipeline for Gladiators' 30th anniversary. Ooh, that's fun. Well, is that this year? Yeah, it is. Because, yeah, it started in 92. So, I guess we'll see. Series 2 onwards of Gladiators is much better. They switch up the games and add a lot of new ones throughout. Yeah, I've heard that got a lot of this same comment, that Series 2, it really ramps up. So I wasn't sure if I was going to continue it going to Series 2, but I probably will. Sorry you lost Gladiators. Here's $2,000 to pay back for all that time and cost of training, the weekly traveling to Birmingham and the hotel rooms. You know, I didn't think about it that way. Well, at least I got their money back. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled from the following videos: Reading Your Comments 181, American X to Doctor Who 2829, Young Ones Complete First Series, Cradle to Grave, Bottom 4, UK Gladiators, Series 1, Number 9. I did not pull comments from Carshare 7 and 8 and from Buzzcocks 2, because those were all re-uploads and we had read comments from them previously, and the comment sections were mainly the same. So if you want a chance, though, to get your comment read next week on Reading Your Comments, the videos to comment on are as follows. This video, my reaction to Upstart Crow, which came out yesterday, the reaction video that comes out tomorrow, and also the ones that come out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the videos to comment on if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel, Freaksteen Reviews, my Twitter, if you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me, or my Daily Motion, all things are in the video description down below. Also in the video description is a link to the community Reddit, as well as the Twitch VODs channel. And thank you to all my patrons currently named in the video description. Again, if you didn't know, you could be a patron on me for as little as $1 or £1, and you get access to reaction videos, as well as reading your comments up to a day early, of course, as well as getting your name in the description. With all that being said, though, my name is Tafford. It's been another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 182, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.